I wonder if I have something that'll fit pretty close to this that can be a right angle. I might have a 2" 90 here. I'll grab this too. This should be pretty close. I mean, I get some tuck tape on that, that'll do. Not quite done, no. There's some pretty rough edges here that I have to smooth out. Some definite grooves here. Whatever a groove is, I've got some. And, you know, high points and just, I gotta clean it up. So we're gonna try to make a actually truly dustless shroud because I had bought this Heroes thing off Amazon and it just, I didn't like it. It didn't do a very good job. Wow, okay, this thing is just garbage. So I thought, okay, well, what can we do better? Because those shrouds, they let everything escape out the bottom. And I'm like, what if we just didn't let stuff escape? What if we took the grinder, left it relatively naked, and then put a whole box over it? Well, I still have to have a way that I can handle it, so I did a little bit of testing with my Dremel to make sure I could get through this and like we'll deal with these sharp edges because, you know, this all day long would not be a lot of fun. So I've got one for there and then I need one around here and this will do for that. So yeah, the idea is sort of based off of like portable sandblasters or incubation hubs or anything like that, right? I just needed something relatively see-through. It's not great, but I'll be able to see where I'm going, hopefully, until it gets like completely covered in dust. And I need a couple of ways to control it. Now I've got the foam there that I can use because these edges are a little high and I'd like to have a bit of a foam here on the side, so we can try that. In terms of other tools I could use for this, I have tried drill bits through this stuff. This is just a Sterilite 99 liter thing. It shatters super easily, so I know that when I try to cut it with any sort of cutting tool like scissors or reciprocating blade like a jigsaw, that just shatters it. I've tried heating it like just with a soldering iron or like a hot knife or something. That takes forever. This seems to be, and I'm sure there are better attachments that you could have for a Dremel that would work better for this, but this is what I've got right now. I also tried just like a straight cut off abrasive disc here. It works, but it removes a lot more material, so it's a lot slower. This one is actually kind of cutting through it, so we'll just get a couple of more holes here. So those are the holes for my hands. I'm gonna be kind of like this. It's gonna be a little awkward, but you know, I can work with this a bit. We'll probably get another hole drilled through somewhere for the extension, for the cord of it, and then we will actually be putting some dust collection through, so I need to find a Sharpie. Now this one, I want to be a little bit more careful about to get a fairly snug hole here. Well, that is a good fit. First try. Good job, Moose. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this around and that'll give me a little bit more thickness to clamp onto, and then I'm not just relying on the thickness of the ring itself. And then the hard part will be finding a way to get this to actually go around this, because this is a little bit too thick. No, I probably don't need the whole thing. Let's try with just half of it, because if I can get half of it to go on, then clamp it down, that'll still be the mechanical stop that I'm looking for. I just need something that'll keep this from sliding out and getting a big wedge in here. There's no way for that to come out now once I get this tightened on. Funny enough, there is an actual etymology for the term hoser, and that was the losing team of a hockey match in Canada when hockey was played out in the snow would be responsible for going and hosing down the rink after. So saying that someone is a hoser is the same as saying that they are a loser because they lost. Now, I really just want a thin piece of this that I can tape on to the edge. So that's not totally flush with the ground, but it's not terrible either. And then I want a small hole here. All right, All right, well, that's not gonna fall off. I could have always worked for NASA. I sweep floors like nobody's business. Lol, get it? Because I'm saying I could be a NASA janitor. It's a funny joke. Hopefully with this section it'll do. I'm like, I hit the switch, why didn't it turn on? All right, here we go. Dust Fusser version 1.0. Okay, we're not gonna quite go yet. We're gonna get the other shop vac hose. This is gonna be awkward enough. If I need to get the other hose to make it just slightly less awkward, we'll do that. All right, now we're ready. Dust Fusser 1.0, engage. We've got good suction. Okay, so I think I'm holding it up too high. I see it coming. Oh, we're just... Did I derp that? I derped that. I 100% derped that. Okay, hold on. I put the foam on because these were too high, and then I let these be just as high. We'll try removal on one end first. That'll help it sit down a bit. So that caught almost all of it. I can't work in this position though, like it's way too low. So I'm gonna try to get one on the top and see, how do I normally hold it? Yeah, I might want to change them so that they're both on the top. All right. Dust Fusser 1.1, try 2. Okay, so that was basically dustless. The biggest difficulty with this is actually being able to see where I'm grinding. But in terms of, dust collection, I think it's doing a pretty good job. I have rented in the past a Hilti grinder and dust collection system, and it did not perform nearly as well as this. However, I think most of what's happening with this is just that it's getting trapped by the bucket and not necessarily that it's getting vacuumed, because I'm ending up with like big piles of dust around here. I'm sure the vacuum is helping with some of the really fine stuff, but I am essentially working blind. It just doesn't have the airflow it really needs to pick up all that stuff. So we're gonna try along here, and I think I'll get one of my N95s, wear that for a little bit and see how dusty it turns. I can see a little bit of dust in the air, like when it's shining through the sunlight there, but I can't really even taste it yet. To me, that says how little dust it's actually letting out into the air. Who was it that said at least it's knocking it all to the floor? Because they were spot on with that. That was Bruno Bars doing a good job of keeping it down on the floor. It is certainly more awkward than not having the thing, but it's also cleaner than not having the thing. Oh, because I didn't turn the vacuum on. Okay, so this is how much the vacuum does. 5 seconds of grinding without vacuum. It's a good thing I put my mask on, because that was awful. So we get an idea of how much the vacuum helps. And it's a lot more than I thought it was. So there we go, with the vacuum on, almost nothing.